Oh yeah, I'll agree that this sprite of the Vengeful Spirit does look creepier than her old sprite, but I personally like the one from Rebuilt better. It just, I don't know. Okay, so first, enhanced defense. I should probably heal first, actually. Well, she'll usually aim for... Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's just impede her strength just cause. Comforting Aura. If only there were a poison heal for everyone. Oh yeah, Medicine Jar and Emergency Medical Kit are the same thing. I'm not sure if the Emergency Medical Kit actually does heal a bit of WP, but meh. Doesn't seem to be any resurrection, poison heal items, though. I don't think I really need to worry about Sachiko's agility. She seems to go after Shiho and Kaori by default. And buffing doesn't really seem to be the answer here. Was that supposed to be Evil Filament? No, wait. If it was Evil Filament, she would be attacking both of them. Yeah, I just realized. This causes like 100 or 200 compared to 200 something. I don't know if this is this one causes damage that's over double what the Psychic Arrow causes, but I think it's more efficient to use Psychic Arrow, but now that I think about it, I do want to dish out damage. They're making me think too hard on this battle. So, will I still have my enhanced defense? Oh, maybe the buffs only last for a while. And I'm dead. This is gonna be an interesting one to figure out. Okay. I don't know if impeding strength actually works all that well. Comforting Aura, first of all. I should use the jars, though. I'm a derp. Let's just see. Oh, it does refill willpower. That's good to know. And that didn't cause any good damage at all. I guess it makes sense, because Kaori and Shio seem like pretty fragile girls at times. Let's just do that. Enhance Shiho's defense, because I get the feeling Kaori's about to die. Or get poisoned. Poison works too. Let's just heal her up. Why do I not use the medicine jars anymore? Ow. Exorcist arrow. Medicine bottle. I'm already poisoned, Sachiko. So, Exorcist Arrow. Let's enhance her defense. And I'll get rid of her poisoning. Right after I heal, yeah. That sounds like a good idea. This refills willpower. Don't mind if I do. Let's just impede your strength again, and... Cure your poison. Wow, Shio actually went second that time. Oh, well that time Feint actually worked. Crud. And I just... What is it with me and using Resurrection Vials on those who don't need them? Like, the ones using the Resurrection Vials. That's just hilarious to me. Okay. Before anything else, heal. The critical is not fair at all. I don't have any more Resurrection Vials. Great. 31. Okay, okay. Please stop that, Sachiko. Could you maybe do me a favor and stop that, please? And she has a healing move. I believe she had that back then as well, but who knows. Enhance her defense. Please stop that, Sachiko. I don't have anything for that. I'll use a crystal fragment for you and heal for you. How much is the crystal fragment? And the crystal fragment wasn't used up, was it? No, the crystal... Okay, well then. That's good. I'll admit, this is a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. They definitely learned from the simplicity of how easy the boss in the last game was. Don't need to heal at the moment, but I should increase her defense. She's already healed twice. Jeez! Endure... Wow. Okay. Could you maybe not, Sachiko? Could you not do that, please? Well, I can't use Exorcist Arrow anymore. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use, Medicine Jar. Oh! Well. Something tells me I went about that the entirely wrong way. Okay, so I had to click a button to get out of that, but something tells me that's not the strategy at all that you're supposed to use against that boss. Well, at least it didn't take forever this time. I'm gonna look up how you're actually supposed to fight that boss later on and just see how bad I was doing there. We won? Yes, it comes as a surprise to me too, Shio. I don't know how I managed it, either. Can we go home now? And I'm not gonna try to repeat that. Wait, something's not right. She lost? We are ones whom she had killed, for such weak young girls as yourself to live. While we suffer down here, you think we'll let you leave alive? What's happening? She'll butcher us like sheep! I don't know, but it's definitely not safe here. We should try and go out that hole over there. Yeah. A dead end. Follow the path we've lit before you. I cannot save. Okay. Stopping her is beyond my power. However, I still possess enough power to free you from this school. But first you must return to the classroom you came from, for it is the closest point to your homeworld. So, yeah, basically this is gonna be the same as, the same case as, the escape from the school the first time, except Sachiko is a lot faster than the Anatomical Model, and she can pass through barricades. Like that. Seems like, okay. Seems like her AI is a bit wonky, though. Tank it. I believe that the path still works. Come on, please. Tank it. Tank it. Tank it. And she's a lot faster here. And we even have to dodge her in this room. Yay. Okay, okay. There. Wow, I narrowly avoided her at the end. There. Ooh. Wait, isn't this... It's our school. Yes, it has to be. This is where I waited for you, sister dearest. We're home. We're home, sister dearest. Yes. Thank God. And that's the end. So yeah, the bonus ending was what contained the final boss that was missing from the main game. So yeah, and it's actually more of a lighthearted ending compared to all the downer endings that this game contained. I mean, sure, Corpse Party isn't exactly the happy-go-lucky series. You know, if there's a really good ending, I'll take it. Unfortunately, there's one thing that makes this ending still very sad, and we'll see that after the credits are over. Let's just read some of the names. Blood, Red, Snow, Valorous Roland. Oh. Wow, those credits didn't last as long as I expected. But yeah, judging by this picture, Shiho is still dead, and that was all just her final dream before dying. It's a sad, sad thing, but at least she died in peace. Can I get out of this game? Okay, there. So yeah, that was the bonus ending. It was, different. It's nice. I don't know how I succeeded against the final boss there. I still had barely an idea what I was doing. Like, what kind of strategy I was supposed to go about there. I'm gonna research how exactly you are supposed to fight that boss. Because I feel like I took that entirely the wrong way. But, yeah. So, yeah, with that, thank you very much. No, I'm not ready for my outro yet. It's time for my final thoughts on this game. So, time for my final thoughts on Corpse Party 0. I really enjoyed recording this project, and there's a lot to say about it. And unlike last year, this time I actually have a script since I'm in less of a rush to complete this project. Before we get too far into this, however, I would like to talk about the glitched bad ends for a bit. I talked to the people at the Corpse Party forum about it, and it was indeed the case that the game checked your crystal fragment count for bad end 3, 4, and 5, and changed the location that the try again screen restarts you from back to before the bathroom sequence begins if you have a crystal fragment in your inventory. I didn't even know that bad end 4 was bugged as well, but
I remember the try again screen sending me back to the point where Shiho got pulled into the stall the first time I got it, and I hadn't collected any fragments. Then later on when I recorded the ending, it restarted like it was supposed to from the bathroom sequence. So that means the crystal fragments affect the code for where the try again screen sends you for those endings. And due to this discovery, someone over at the forum actually went ahead and released a fix for the bugged endings. I don't believe this version has been released on the Memories of Fear website yet, so I'll post a link to the topic in the description so that in case anyone else wants to try this game, you won't have to worry about this bug. Now then, final thoughts. So one thing I'd like to point out about last year's Corpse Party Rebuilt project, I'm sure anyone who's seen those videos knows that when I was starting that game, I was completely new to the Japanese horror RPG genre. Ignoring the times I had to re-record corrupted parts, I can safely say that most of the time during the uploading phase of the project, I had a less than pleasurable experience. It even carried on to the post-game because of the amount of content I wanted to record, the number of times I had to redo the game to get different endings, and while it may be a short game, it does get pretty taxing when you have to replay it 5 times in a row, and the fact that I felt rushed to complete it because it lasted past October. Granted, the latter wasn't entirely my fault, real life got in the way, but all those issues combined didn't help matters. I don't know how I managed to get out the final thoughts on demand in the final part though. I wish I could manage to speak my mind that easily more often. Anyways, comparatively, I had a lot more fun with Corpse Party Zero than Corpse Party Rebuilt. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed playing the first game quite a good deal, just the project itself became pretty taxing, turning into more of a chore than anything else. I feel like it helped me learn a few things moving forward, however. For example, now I know not to pause Cam Studio in the middle of a recording. Regarding Corpse Party Zero, I had a more fun time overall with both the game and the project. I feel like this was for a number of reasons. One being I actually had exposure to the genre and the series this time. 2 being I didn't have any drastic recording issues turning the project into only half a blind run. And 3, the post-game content wasn't annoyingly taxing to record either, as it actually added a good bit to the game that I had missed my first time through, so it was like a fresh new experience at that point. There is also the fact that I didn't have to go through the game quite as many times to get footage of everything I wanted to show, and the reward for doing so actually felt, well, more rewarding. Now, I still had one small issue with the game. I don't know if it's because I seemed to blaze through the rest of the game once I decided to continue playing earlier last month, after having started and stopped during the previous October project, but the actual ending just seems so sudden. I mean, I understand now why it was done that way, but at the time, it just wasn't that satisfying. And no, it wasn't because it was a downer ending. That you should pretty much expect from any Corpse Party game, which is why I don't take the happier endings for granted. The thing is, even if I hadn't heard about the boss battle in the game at the time, I still think I'd feel the same way, that something was missing. But that's my only real complaint with the game, and it's not so much of an issue now that I've completed the final nightmare. So now let's start talking about some of the good things about this game. I love the attention to detail put everywhere in the story, right down to the puzzles and environments. And before anyone says, well, yeah, this game was pretty much built on Corpse Party Rebuilt, what'd you expect? I know that, but I'm not talking about visuals. Mostly. I do like the updated sprites, like what they did with the blue and green spirits. The brighter colors make them appear more vibrant, and that's always a good thing. I like it when games are pleasing to the eyes. I especially like the new textures that were made for the green goose, making it stand out much more than it did in the last game. And while we're talking about the goose, I want to say that I love how they actually turned it into a real hazard this time, rather than block gate 5, grab shoes to pass. The medical kits were an interesting addition to the game. I like what they did with that. I know this seems like a minor thing, but I feel like this game just took what the Corpse Party system did and used it so much better than the first game did. And then we get to the bad ends. I'll be honest, at first I was confused about the bad ending system, and it showed in that I thought I was supposed to restart the game after getting my first one. Now that I know how the system works, I really like this feature. It's not that I enjoy seeing schoolgirls die over and over. It's just in a game like this, having multiple death scenes, multiple ways to fail, feels like it makes the game more complete. Now, I'm not too familiar with other Japanese horror RPGs, so I'm going to assume that bad ends that involve lots of death are standard in these kind of games. I just like how it was implemented here, even if it confused me at first. I feel like it adds a lot of replay value without forcing you to beat the game 5 times crazy. So overall, I had a lot of fun with this project, and I think that was helped by a lot of factors. Namely, the absence of many problems that plagued me in last year's October project. Learning experience. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed walking through the halls of Heavenly Host yet again with me. And there's one more thing from the game I want to upload after this. Just a small bonus part of the game, and I wanted to get my final thoughts out of the way before I recorded it. And with that, bye ya! And remember, if you see a science lab skeleton, just avoid it at all costs.